guys, welcome back to our channel. In the previous video, we were talking about eyelash extensions prep and cleanse.
In today's video, we are going to be talking about the eyelash extension classification.
Si te gustaría ver este mismo video, pero en español,
asegúrate de chequear el canal de Adri.
My name is Monica.
My name is Zuli.
And this is Nana and Mona. That was good.
I think we did.
That was good.
Y yo desde aquí.
We did it. That was
Ya,
good.
muy bien.
We are going to start by going back and remembering the definition of eyelash extensions, which is a cosmetic application that improves our curl, thickness, and volume of our natural lashes. There are two different types of eyelash extension materials. There is the synthetic hairs and there's also natural hairs. Natural eyelash extensions are obtained from horsehair, mink hair, or human hair. Mink extensions are basically coming from the mink animal. And this is where the term mink extensions come from, which by the way, we do not use mink because no to animal cruelty. Horsehair eyelash extensions can be found on the mane or the tail if you're looking for thicker extensions. Although if you're looking for something thinner, you can get these from just the coat of the horse. But again, no to animal cruelty, so we definitely do not recommend horsehair extensions. Last but not least, you can also use human hair, which basically comes out of the human head, and it, the hair is cut off and used as a wig, or you can also use this, surprisingly, for eyelash extensions. All of these types of eyelash extensions are all equally chemically treated to reduce the risk of allergies or infections because these are living materials. This group of natural eyelash extensions are a lot more expensive since they are handmade. They are lighter, softer, and even more natural looking. But the disadvantage of these natural eyelash extensions is that they fall off easily, they absorb water, and they lose their curl.
Silk eyelash extensions can come from different materials, but most commonly come from silk, false mink, nylon, or polyester. The silk eyelash extensions can be considered both natural or synthetic. They can be considered natural because we actually get this from a silkworm. But when we mix the silk with a material called PET, or what we know as PET plastic, this will acquire firmness and consistency. They are very soft depending on the thickness or the manufacturer's quality. These can also be found made only out of plastic or in different variations with materials such as silicone or nylon. These extensions, being synthetic, can have a matte finish without the gloss or can be shiny and also come in different colors. False mink. These are made from synthetic polymers, but being synthetic, they tend to be heavier and thicker. These can be found in different colors, and depending on the manufacturer's quality, you can find them to be either good or bad. These are the extensions that they claim to be mink lashes, but they're just imitation. Polyester. This is made from polyester, and we can find them to be hard, heavy, thick, and rough. These are the least recommended for eyelash extensions because they can cause allergies. This material can usually be found in eyelash extensions that we know as clusters, which we don't recommend. This material is not recommended to be used for semi-permanent eyelash extensions, but rather should be used for one-time use and disposed. These eyelash extensions are commonly used for either when you have a lot of makeup or when you're doing some type of photo session. It's very important that we learn how to recognize and use this material because this will allow us to avoid any injuries or allergies to our clients. Synthetic eyelashes, on the contrary to the natural ones, will not absorb as much water, therefore they will not fall off as fast or lose their curl. This will maintain the initial appearance.
Eyelash extensions are classified according to the curl, length, thickness, or volume, and this means whether they are classic or volume extensions. Alright, so let's get started with the curl or curvature of the eyelash. We can break this into two parts, which is the curvature of the natural lash or the curvature of the extension. Understanding the natural curl of the lash is very important because the extension is actually designed to fit the natural lash according to its natural angle. The natural curl varies in people depending on their ethnicity or race, although we should not always base ourselves on this alone because we all have different curls regardless of our ethnicity or race. Now, there is a misconception that if a guest is from Asian descent that you should use L or L plus curl on this specific guest. Now, this is, like I said, a misconception because there are different types of ethnicities that do require this particular type of curl. And that includes myself and Monica because we have donkey lashes.
Now let's see how you can identify or find the natural angle of your client's eyelashes. The first angle is the elevated angle. This is when, regardless of your curvature of the natural eyelash, the natural lash line starts at the root and rises to the tip and can be from 21-degree angles to 80-degree angles. Now let's move on to the normal angle. This measurement is when the angle of the eyelashes rises from 0 to 20-degree angles, and it is one of the most popular or what we most commonly see in our guests. Then we have our downward angle. This is seen when the angle points down or falls -1 degree to -70 degrees, tilting down without touching the cornea of the eyes. Now that we know the angles of the natural lashes and how they work, we know what curvature or curl we can apply to our clients and which is the best extension to use.
You can do that with a ruler, or you can take a picture from the lateral side of the eye, and that's how we determine the curl of the natural lash. We will be going into more details on how to determine the curl, but we will do this in another video. Based on the natural angle of the lash, we will determine what extension curl to use on that natural lash. And now we are going to view a few images that will help you understand the angles and the curls.
First up, we have the AJ curl. This has a 30-degree angle, the extension type itself. It is used for natural lashes that have an elevated curl from 65 degrees upwards. The appearance it gives is natural and long. Next, we have the beak curl. The beak curl has an angle of 60 degrees. It's for the type of lashes that come medium to upwards, and the appearance is very natural. Next, we have a C curl. The C curl has an angle of 60 degrees and is directed towards lash types that are medium or slightly downwards, and the appearance is natural. We also have a D curl, which this is the most commonly used, this and the C curl. The D curl has an angle of 70 degrees. The lash type is for medium lashes, and the appearance it gives is dramatic and curly. Next up, we have the DD or UU curl. This means the same thing, but sometimes it can be worded differently. But the angle is 85 degrees. It's directed for lash types that have medium or slightly downward, and the appearance it gives is very, very dramatic and curly. We also have the I curl, which has an angle of 20 degrees. It's very flat, and it's usually used for lash types that are very elevated, which provides an appearance of natural and long. We also have an L curl, which has an angle of 45-degree angles, and it also has a curve of 20-degree angles. And this is for lash types that are usually going straight downwards to provide an appearance that is natural. The L plus curl, on the other hand, has an angle of 45 degrees and the curve is 35 degrees, and it's directed for lash types that are going downwards, and the appearance it provides is natural and curly. We have the U curl that also has an angle of 80 degrees for lash types that are medium or slightly downwards, and the appearance is going to be very dramatic. And lastly, we have the Y curl. This has an angle of 30 degrees on both tips. It's for lash type that are elevated and the appearance is very long. These type of eyelash extensions can be used for protection and also to provide shade.
Now, knowing the different angles of the natural lashes, we can find the different variations of the eyelash extension curls. These curls can vary by appearance when used in different lengths or thicknesses. In conclusion, it is very necessary to understand the angle of the natural lash. That way we can determine the correct curl for the extension. This way we are able to fulfill the needs of our guests in terms of the appearance they are looking to achieve.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching our videos.
Remember, these educational videos are going to be posted every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
If you're watching us through YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, click on that notification bell, and also comment down below.
If you are watching us from Facebook, make sure that you are hitting that little thing with the 3 dots so that you are notified whenever we post another video.
We love you guys so much, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye!